MSC Magnifica just came out of dry dock in Malta with something most cruise ships don't offer: a panoramic sauna that overlooks the water. While other ships tuck their spa facilities into windowless interior spaces, this Musica-class vessel now features steam and salt rooms with actual ocean views. That's the kind of thoughtful upgrade that shows MSC Cruises understands what makes a cruise ship feel special. Especially for the 132-day world cruise this ship is about to embark on starting January 2026. Built in 2010, MSC Magnifica stretches 293 meters long with a beam of 32 meters. She's registered at 95,128 gross tons and carries approximately 2,500 passengers, though that number can climb to 3,223 at full capacity. Around 1,000 crew members keep everything running smoothly across 16 decks, with 13 of those decks dedicated to guest use. The ship cruises at a maximum speed of 22.90 knots, which is respectable for a vessel of this size. What makes MSC Magnifica particularly interesting is her itinerary flexibility. She doesn't stick to one region year-round. Instead, her home port varies by season, taking her through the Mediterranean, Northern Europe, the Baltic Sea, and South America. That variety means the ship needs to work equally well for week-long Mediterranean jaunts and extended world cruises, and the recent refurbishment shows MSC took that challenge seriously. The ship's design philosophy centers on elegant Italian styling with warm, welcoming atmospheres. MSC describes the ship as thoughtfully designed for longer voyages, which makes sense given that upcoming 132-day world cruise. The vessel offers almost exclusively balcony cabins, which is unusual for a ship built in 2010 when interior cabins still dominated many fleets. The indoor and outdoor spaces are described as exceptionally generous, creating that balanced blend of space, comfort, and variety that prevents cabin fever on extended sailings. Let's talk about where you'll actually sleep, because MSC Magnifica's cabin lineup got some serious attention during that Malta dry dock visit. The MSC Yacht Club sits at the top of the accommodation pyramid, and it's been expanded to 63 suites across 5 distinct types. This isn't just a VIP deck tacked onto an existing ship. It's a ship-within-a-ship concept that MSC has refined across their fleet, and Magnifica's version spans decks 12 through 15. The MSC Yacht Club Royal Suite is the flagship accommodation, measuring approximately 50 square meters inside with a terrace that dwarfs the interior at roughly 78 square meters. That terrace includes a private whirlpool, which means you can soak under the stars without sharing the space with strangers. Located on Deck 15, these suites feature luxury interiors with spacious wardrobes, comfortable double beds that can convert to singles on request, and marble bathrooms with large showers, bathtubs, and organic amenities from the Med line. When your terrace is bigger than most standard cabins, you know you're in rarefied territory. Step down to the MSC Yacht Club Executive and Family Suite, and you're looking at approximately 32 square meters of interior space with a 12 square meter balcony on Deck 14. The family designation suggests these suites can accommodate more than 2 guests, though specific maximum occupancy numbers aren't detailed in the ship specifications. What matters is that these suites give families access to Yacht Club perks without requiring them to book the massive Royal Suite. The MSC Yacht Club 2-room Grand Suite offers about 28 square meters inside with a 9 square meter balcony spread across decks 12 through 14. That 2-room configuration likely means a separate sitting area, which makes a huge difference when you're spending sea days in your cabin or want to entertain without sitting on your bed. The deluxe suite within the Yacht Club measures approximately 25 square meters with a 6 square meter balcony on decks 14 and 15, putting you at the top of the ship with presumably excellent views. Outside the Yacht Club, the Aurea experience offers premium accommodations without the full suite treatment. The premium suite Aurea matches the Yacht Club Deluxe Suite in dimensions at roughly 25 square meters inside and 6 square meters of balcony space on decks 14 and 15. The Deluxe Suite Aurea drops to about 23 square meters with a 4 square meter balcony on decks 9 through 12. Aurea guests get perks that fall between standard accommodations and full Yacht Club access, making this a smart middle ground option for travelers who want upgraded amenities without the suite price tag. The balcony Oria cabin is interesting because it's described as occupying the best ship positions despite measuring only about 16 square meters on decks 10 and 11. That suggests midship locations with minimal motion and prime views, which veteran cruisers know matters more than square footage. Location beats size when it comes to enjoying your cabin, especially on sea days or rough weather crossings. Standard balcony cabins come in several flavors. The premium balcony offers approximately 18 square meters across decks 9 through 15, while the deluxe balcony measures about 16 square meters on the same deck range. The junior balcony drops to roughly 14 square meters on decks 8 through 14, which is cozy but workable if you plan to spend most of your time exploring the ship. There's also a deluxe balcony with partial view on deck 12, measuring about 16 square meters. That partial view designation usually means a lifeboat or structural element blocks part of your sightline, but it also typically means a lower price for nearly the same space. The general balcony cabin range spans from 14 to 50 square meters inside, with balconies from 6 to 78 square meters on decks 12 through 15. All balcony cabins feature comfortable bedding, wardrobes, and bathrooms with showers. What makes MSC Magnifica stand out is that focus on balcony accommodations. The ship was designed for almost exclusively balcony cabins, which wasn't standard practice when she launched in 2010. That forward-thinking approach means you're not stuck choosing between an affordable interior cabin and an expensive balcony. The ship pushes you toward outdoor space, which makes sense for itineraries spanning the Mediterranean to the Baltic. The recent refurbishment brought significant dining upgrades that show MSC is serious about competing with premium lines. Butcher's Cut is the new premium steakhouse, and the name tells you exactly what to expect. This isn't a surf and turf spot trying to do everything. It's a focused steakhouse where the kitchen can concentrate on proper aging, seasoning, and cooking techniques. Premium steakhouses on cruise ships have gotten legitimately good in recent years, and adding one to MSC Magnifica during her 2025 refurbishment suggests the line knows guests expect serious dining options on a ship designed for extended voyages. Kaido Sushi Bar arrived during the same refurbishment, offering Asian cuisine with a focus on sushi. The name Kaido appears across MSC's fleet, so this isn't a one-off experiment. It's a proven concept the line has refined. What matters is that you now have a legitimate alternative to Western dining, which becomes crucial on longer sailings when you need menu variety to avoid repetition. A proper sushi bar requires skilled chefs and quality ingredients, both of which cost money. The fact that MSC invested in this venue during the refurbishment shows confidence in the ship's ability to attract guests who care about dining quality. Beyond those specialty venues, MSC Magnifica offers a choice of restaurants featuring international cuisine. The ship also has a large theater that hosts nightly shows, plus relaxing areas including lounges with panoramic sea views. The MSC Yacht Club is getting an upmarket bar and restaurant that's scheduled to open in summer 2026, which will give suite guests their own exclusive dining venue. That's become standard practice in ship-within-a-ship concepts, but it's worth noting that this addition is coming after the main refurbishment, suggesting MSC is continuing to invest in the vessel rather than treating the dry dock as a one-and-done upgrade. The pool deck situation on MSC Magnifica emphasizes space, which makes sense for a ship designed for longer voyages. The vessel features spacious pool decks with both indoor and outdoor pools, giving you options regardless of weather. That indoor pool becomes crucial when you're cruising Northern Europe or the Baltic, where outdoor swimming isn't always practical. The fact that the ship offers both options means you're not stuck choosing between a cold outdoor dip or skipping the pool entirely when temperatures drop. The outdoor pool areas benefit from those exceptionally generous outdoor spaces the ship is known for. When you're carrying up to 3,223 passengers, you need serious deck space to prevent crowding. MSC Magnifica was designed with that balance in mind, creating areas where guests can spread out rather than fighting for lounge chairs. The ship's 32-meter beam provides width for multiple pool areas and sun decks without feeling cramped. One of the most significant upgrades from the recent refurbishment is the redesigned MSC Oria Spa, which now includes that panoramic sauna, steam room, and salt rooms overlooking the water. This is a genuine differentiator. Most cruise ship spas bury their thermal suites in interior spaces where you stare at tile walls while sweating. MSC Magnifica's new setup lets you watch the ocean while you relax in the sauna or steam room, which transforms the experience from purely functional to genuinely memorable. The spa refurbishment also included upgraded Technogym equipment with panoramic views, plus dedicated yoga and spinning studios with cutting-edge training equipment. That panoramic view theme runs through the wellness spaces, suggesting MSC understood that working out on a cruise ship feels different when you can see the horizon instead of a mirrored wall. The yoga and spinning studios indicate the ship is catering to guests who maintain serious fitness routines even on vacation, not just casual exercisers looking to offset buffet calories. The thermal suite with its salt rooms offers therapeutic benefits beyond standard saunas. Salt therapy has gained popularity in wellness circles for respiratory and skin benefits, and cruise lines are starting to incorporate these features into their spa designs. Having access to steam, salt, and sauna options with ocean views gives you a legitimate wellness retreat at sea, which matters on longer sailings when you want to maintain routines rather than just indulge for a week. The fitness center's Technogym equipment represents a serious investment. Technogym is the premium brand in cruise ship fitness, and the cutting-edge designation suggests recent models with digital integration and varied resistance options. The panoramic views mean treadmills and ellipticals face windows instead of walls, which makes a surprising difference in motivation. Running on a treadmill while watching the Mediterranean coastline slide past beats staring at a gym wall in a windowless fitness center. MSC Magnifica's itinerary flexibility means she visits diverse regions throughout the year, and the Baltic Sea sailings show how the ship handles Northern Europe. A sample itinerary departing August 30, 2026 includes ports in Sweden with a stop from 9 am to 5:00 p.m. on September 3, 2026 plus Copenhagen, Denmark. That 8-hour port window gives you time for substantial exploration without the rushed feeling of shorter stops. The Baltic itineraries make sense for a ship with indoor pool facilities and a spa designed for cooler weather cruising. Northern Europe in late summer offers long daylight hours and comfortable temperatures, but you still want indoor options when weather turns. MSC Magnifica's design accommodates these itineraries without feeling like you're on a ship built exclusively for Caribbean sun. The ship's most ambitious itinerary is the MSC World Cruise 2025, a 132-day voyage departing January 2026. This isn't a repositioning cruise masquerading as a world cruise. It's a genuine circumnavigation designed for the ship from the start. That's why MSC invested in the refurbishment beforehand. You don't send a ship on a 132-day voyage without ensuring everything works perfectly and offering dining and entertainment variety that prevents monotony over 4+ months. Beyond the Baltic and World Cruise, MSC Magnifica operates in the Mediterranean, Northern Europe more broadly, and South America depending on season. That range of climates and cultures requires a ship that adapts well to different guest expectations and weather conditions. A ship that works in South America's summer needs different features than one cruising Norway's fjords, and Magnifica's design tries to balance those competing demands. The ship's length of 293 meters and beam of 32 meters give her stability in open ocean crossings, which matters when you're doing transatlantic repositioning or extended world cruise segments. At 95,128 gross tons, she's large enough to offer substantial amenities but small enough to access ports that megaships can't reach. That size sweet spot matters in European cruising where many historic ports have size restrictions. The maximum speed of 22.90 knots means the ship can maintain schedules without constantly running at full power, which improves fuel efficiency and reduces vibration. On a 132-day world cruise, every fraction of a knot in efficient cruising speed adds up to significant fuel savings and smoother sailing. The ship's height of 59.64 meters from waterline gives her 16 decks of vertical space, with 13 accessible to guests, creating that sense of exploration as you move through different deck levels. MSC Magnifica represents a specific approach to cruise ship design that prioritizes balcony cabins and generous public spaces over maximizing passenger count. The ship carries fewer guests per gross ton than newer megaships, which translates to more elbow room in public areas and less competition for amenities. That design philosophy works particularly well for longer voyages where guests need space to spread out and establish routines rather than packing every moment with activities. The Musica class design has proven durable across MSC's fleet, and Magnifica's recent refurbishment shows the line's commitment to keeping these ships competitive. Rather than letting the vessel age out of premium service, MSC invested in significant upgrades including new restaurants, completely redesigned spa facilities, and expanded Yacht Club accommodations. Those aren't cosmetic touch-ups. They're substantial improvements that address changing guest expectations since the ship launched in 2010. The choice of restaurants featuring international cuisine gives you variety without overwhelming you with dozens of venues to track. The large theater hosting nightly shows provides entertainment without requiring you to plan your evening around reservation times. The relaxing areas, including lounges with panoramic sea views, offer spaces to decompress between activities. It's a balanced approach that works for guests who want options without constant stimulation. The ship's warm and welcoming atmosphere comes through in the Italian design elements and attention to public space flow. MSC's Italian heritage influences everything from color palettes to furniture choices, creating a distinctly European feel that differs from American or Asian cruise lines. That design sensibility either resonates with you or it doesn't, but it gives MSC Magnifica a clear identity rather than generic international hotel styling. The refurbishment at Palumbo Malta shipyard took 2 months, which is substantial dry dock time indicating comprehensive work beyond routine maintenance. Preparing the ship for winter sailings and that January 2026 world cruise required ensuring all systems function reliably for extended periods without port support. The addition of Butcher's Cut and Kaido Sushi Bar, complete spa redesign, yacht club expansion, and fitness center upgrades represent millions in investment, showing MSC sees long-term value in maintaining Magnifica as a premium offering. The 63 Yacht Club suites across 5 types create a genuine luxury tier that competes with premium cruise lines. That variety of suite categories lets guests choose the level of space and amenities they want rather than forcing everyone into identical accommodations. The Royal Suite with its 78 square meter terrace and private whirlpool targets guests who want the best regardless of cost, while the Deluxe Suite offers Yacht Club access in a more modest footprint. The almost exclusive focus on balcony cabins means MSC Magnifica doesn't have the budget interior options that attract price-sensitive cruisers. That's a deliberate choice that positions the ship for guests who value outdoor space and are willing to pay for it. The ship isn't trying to be everything to everyone. It's targeting travelers who want balconies, extended itineraries, and Italian-influenced design. The ship's ability to handle diverse itineraries from Mediterranean to Baltic to South America to world cruise demonstrates versatility that newer, larger ships sometimes lack. Megaships optimize for Caribbean loops or Mediterranean milk runs, but MSC Magnifica's size and design let her adapt to different regions and cruise lengths. That flexibility matters when booking because you're not limited to one itinerary style.